To use many words to communicate a few thoughts is everywhere the unmistakably sign of mediocrity. To gather much thought into a few words stamps the man of genius. In schools, students gather information, and not always insight. In comparing two great men, injustice can be done to either of them. The impression made by a masterpiece varies with the capacity of mind to understand it. Many books are bad and should have remained unwritten. The superiority of mind isolates a man. It is only by practicing restraint and self-denial that we can act and talk with other people. The man's genuine superiority is that of mind and character. Innocence is in its very nature stupid. A man is wise only on condition of living in a world full of fools. Vulgar people take a huge delight in the faults and follies of great men. And great men are equally annoyed at being thus reminded of their kinship with them. Stupid people are generally malicious. The only freedom that exists is of metaphysical character. Freedom is also independent of any knowledge, because is antecedent to it. If a man shows by his absolutely unscrupulous and selfish behavior in small things that a sentiment of justice is foreign to his disposition, he cannot be trusted. No bad friends. Better alone than among traitors. Men, therefore, may be called irrational if, like the lower animals, they allow themselves to be determined by the moment. Reason is the source of morality. Man's rights are easy to define. Everyone has a right to do anything that injures no one else. In the machinery of the state, the freedom of the press performs the same function as a safety valve in a machinery, because facilitates the discontent to find a voice. There is no idea so foolish, but that it cannot be put into the heads of ignorant and incapable multitude, especially if the idea holds out some prospect of any gain or advantage. Every miserable fool who has nothing at all of which he can be proud adopts as a last resource pride in the nation to which he belongs. He is ready and happy to defend all its faults and follies, tooth and nail, thus reimbursing himself for his own inferiority. No animal ever torments another for the mere purpose of tormenting, but man does it, and it is this constitutes the diabolic feature in his character, which is so more worst than the merely animal delight in misfortune of others, which remain the worst trait of human nature. The faculty of judgment should be left to itself, and care should be taken not to participate in its action by incalculating prejudice, which will paralyze it forever. Man is, at bottom, a savage, horrible beast. We know it only in the business of taming and restraining him, which we call civilization. Hence, it is that we are terrified if now and then his nature breaks out. But it is unnecessary to wait for anarchy in order to gain enlightenment on this subject. 100 records, old and new, produce the conviction that in his unrelenting cruelty, man is in no way inferior to the tiger and the hyena.